Greetings, family, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Fresh Start, and welcome back to Pure Vibes, the podcast. I am your host, King Fire, the Fresh King, alongside with my beautiful co-host,
Lady Lotus, Queen of Positive Vibes. What's up? It's good to be back.
You already know. It's always good to be back, and always good to be alive, feeling the vibe, and ready to drive. There's been so much going on, you feel me? There's been so much going on since last time that we sat down, chop it up, and got into it, you know? So,
Sure.
it's a lot of topics, so let's get right into it. Kaboom! So what's up?
What's good with you?
Living, maintaining, can't complain.
Look like you're doing a decent job.
I mean, can't complain.
That's good.
Another day above ground. How are you? What's going on between your world?
I feel good.
That's good.
All things in mind.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're feeling good.
I'm excited to be here.
I mean, it's always a good vibe to bring it back and start off with a fresh start and bring things new, you know? Like I was saying before we even got into the intro, there's definitely been a lot of things going on since last time we sat down and we got a chance to do this, you know? And I've been seeing a lot of things going on with relationships lately, you know? A lot of things about high value men, high value women. And I just started to think about, like, where is the dating and relationship? Is dating dead? Is that passe? Is there still room for that? Is there still, or are people just focus on the here and now, you know? Or what do you think is going on in society today? What has changed so much that, you know, things are just flipped upside down now?
I don't know what happened, but when it happened, it happened. It's bad. I think for me, in my navigating through dating, it's like nobody is upfront with their true intentions and expectations. So then you know, dealing with people and you're expecting them to meet those things, but you haven't really said what they are.
So are women being honest with themselves too? Are women putting themselves in a position to accept the honesty and accept the real when somebody tell them the expectations, like, hey, you know, if you're expecting me to be a man for long term, I'm not. I just want to smash and grab. You know?
It's stuff that come with that, though, because if that's what we're doing, then we don't need to sit on the phone. We don't need to spend time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's levels to the type of connection that we develop, but we can't do that if we're not being honest about what we really want. If I meet somebody and they say they're not looking for a relationship, I don't waste my time.
You don't waste your time pursuing a relationship or
connecting with that person
because you want a relationship. Now, suppose 90%.
I'm dating with intention. I would say.
Suppose 90% of the men out here are dating with no intention. Are you willing to be alone and by yourself without a mate or a life spouse?
Absolutely.
Just because you can't get 90% of what you want?
90%.
Yeah. Who's gonna get perfection?
No, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for real.
So
that's what I'm looking for.
You want him to be in a relationship mode. You want him to be faithful. You want him to be financially well, as opposed to, right? And there's other things I'm pretty sure you have on that list. Where are you willing to bend? Where are you willing to be flexible and just say, you know what, he might not do one thing, but since he do the other, I'll accept that and I'll go.
At this stage in life, for me, it's just about companionship. Like, I'm fine by myself. I enjoy myself and my life alone. So it's not that I feel incomplete without it. I just feel like at this stage in my life, I'm ready for it. So what I would be cool with is companionship. Like, we don't have to live together or anything. I would love for you to love me from your house. I would love for you to love me from your house. It ain't even got to be that, but when it's time to take a trip or somebody I need to talk to, I'm dealing with something, some support. You get what I'm saying? Get your needs met.
So do you think where we are in life now, you see, that brings me back to how we started off, right? Are relationships dead? Do you think we are at a point now where that's what we desire and what we need now is mostly companionship? over relationship. Do you feel like that now? Because that might, you know what?
I feel like
I might have had an epiphany right here today.
Yeah, I feel like that's the adjustment that somebody like me would realistically have to make, because a lot of people just don't believe in it anymore.
And let me ask you this: what do you feel? What do you feel is the reasoning and the purpose behind that?
I don't know. I think the way society is set up is just always to look for what's better, like the next best thing. For me, it's about locking in with a real person and us just taking over our world, connect and like create more ways to make money, more ways to see the world. You know, I just want to build with somebody in that way. You know what I'm saying? With a side of romance. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's my person. So I'm not looking to like change nobody or smother their life. I'm looking for somebody who is looking for that too. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to pressure nobody into doing something that they don't want to do. My person also wants that. And we get together and we vibe, we enjoy our life. And it's not pressure because it's what we want to do. I feel like in these situations, if you feel like it's pressure or it's killing you to align with what that person is saying that they want, it's because you really don't want to do it.
I mean, that's why I said,
what I'm saying?
That's why I said, I feel like now we're really in that shift, right? Where we more focused now on if a person can be our life partner or companion over the relationship, And I don't know what it is now. Is it the societal shift?
What you mean? Because those are the same things.
No, companionship and relationship? No.
Because if we're
relationship
companions,
is companionship is exactly what you explained. How I could be living one place, you live in one place. We link up and we still. To me, relationship.
No, not like, link up. No, this is what we do. I still want to be exclusive.
Yes.
You
get what all right. So let me use. I know sometimes in America when you use the word link up, people think of me. Well, when I say link up, just connect, get together, right? So, the fact that you could just do that over living with somebody and having that whole living thing and they're reliant and dependent on you, to me, that's a old-fashioned what I consider a relationship.
Really?
Yes, where we live together and we coexisting together and we doing things together. And now I feel it's exactly what you said. That's why relationships are dying, because people could deal with more companionship, right?
That's because men do not want what you said, or they feel like it's what you said, some old-fashioned stuff, when it's really better, because then it's less, we get to put out less and build more if we combine our lives.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
What you're saying is right, but it's not always real, right? So you could be right about what you're saying, doesn't make it real, right? So because men chase a certain something in this era that we in, and women chase a certain, man chasing the poom poom, woman chasing the bag, and then we have this thing going on right here, right?
I still think
where is the relationship going to happen in that? You're only going to find now.
But I still think there's a small fraction of people like me who do want something real. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
I think for me, I don't know. For some reason, I still can't not believe in it. You get what I'm saying?
There's
Even
always
though
the rule and there's always the exception.
Yeah, right? Like I still believe in it. Like that's who I am.
And I'm not saying it's wrong. It don't really exist, right? I'm just talking.
No, today's time.
Right.
No, I get
in this
exactly
society,
what you're
what's going
saying.
on? I don't see too much of that. I don't even see too many marriages lasting, right?
Yeah.
None of that. It
because
was an
of the
era
Matrix.
where people were married 30, 40, 50 something. You know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix didn't exist then to this degree. We are stuck in a time of illusion.
Well, that brings me to what I was saying, right? Could this be part of the reason why relationships are dying?
For sure.
Right? And people are giving up on that idea or ideology, right?
Yeah.
And they're more seeking companionship. Like, shit, if I could just have a companion in my life, I'm cool with that. Because damn near trying to look for anything more than that, right?
It's unrealistic.
It's almost now in this point, right? And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Damn, is it the societal shift that have us here now that's making this the norm?
Yeah.
You know?
I believe so. Like, this stuff is very powerful. I look at my kids now and it became real to me that sometimes I'd be like, they're so consumed with it. And it bothers me. But at the same time, that's their world. We just happen to be privy to knowing the world from both sides.
Yeah, true.
I know life before the internet.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not hard for me to tap out of it. Sometimes I'm not online for weeks at a time, and I feel like I feel better when I'm not online.
Yeah.
You're just digesting so much, thousands and thousands of images that you're seeing.
Nah, for
You
real,
get what I'm
for real.
saying? So it's like,
I like to call it BI. They had BCAD. I like to call it BI before internet.
yeah, seriously, it's a real thing.
You know what I mean? Before internet, it was just a different vibe. Like we used to go outside, play, invent, create things. That's what got me into
Meet up with
artistic
people.
creativity. You know, spending a lot of time by myself and creating characters and putting things together and trying to figure out things and come up with that. I don't know how kids are going to find that now. Well, I guess they're going to become more computer science now in ways of everything that they do is just going to be based on that computer and the algorithm and, you know, things that they could post and how they could make money on that.
Yeah, but if you notice, when you see kids out and about, they're very socially awkward. They have their heads down.
Yeah,
They don't know how to make
They in
eye
this.
contact.
Yeah,
It's literally the world is becoming robotic.
I mean, that's the future that we in. Right?
Yeah,
You know,
so I don't know. So at this point, like I said, you can love me from your house, but there's some things I'm trying to do. But it's even with that, it's only so far we could go with connecting if we don't make the next level commitment. You get what I'm saying? Like at a certain point, like you would have to marry me if we doing all this, and that. Can't just tie my life up with you with no level of commitment.
But you do have commitment, though. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we really looking for marriage still in this era and time right now?
What's my security? As a woman, like that's most women's number one thing. And security doesn't always equal money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
because that's what marriage is, you know. Marriage don't have nothing to do with love. This is what I realize, you know. Marriage don't have nothing to do with love.
I wouldn't say nothing.
Marriage don't have nothing to do with love. Marriage is the business part. That's where the license and the business. If something happened to me, do you get this and that to take care of the children and that's the business part, and that's what a marriage does. It etches in stone certain things to
my point,
to have some type of security. In your words,
security.
Right? That's why I said marriage is a business. Have nothing to do with love. Love is the love part. The marriage
but
part
if
is
we
the business
build
part.
something, you don't want to secure it.
I'm not saying that, but I'm pretty sure there's other ways other than marriage to secure that, because marriage has ruined more people than helped more people.
I'm not saying that's the way. I'm saying ultimately for me, I couldn't go but so far unless I know that you feel the same way about this, that you are willing to lock in.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
But
what is the difference in me and everybody else if you won't lock in with me?
But why lock in can't be my investment to you as a life partner? Why that can't be me locking?
What is my security though? That's to me, that's the ultimate commitment.
The love and loyalty that we share for each other should be the security. Should let you know. Yeah.
But it's not.
Because you don't want it to be. Because that's what that's the hard work and time and labor that I'm putting into this relationship should be the investment to let you know.
But what keeps you from what is the big deal about locking in with me if you know I'm your person?
What's the big deal with me marrying you and still things falling apart and I'm still not locked into it? It proves nothing. It's just the business part you're talking about. You need to worry about if my heart is really true and really into you.
Yeah, and if it
is,
I feel
the
like
marriage part. That's just the business.
Okay, let's lock the business in.
If that's the case, we could go out and get a business and get a contractual agreement and create something together. But now we're about to go and make things hard. Well, it don't have to be hard.
No, I feel like the term marriage for you is just spooky. It's just something that you've told yourself that.
Why you feel like that? I feel like that's throwing smut on my name. You know?
No, let's just call it what it is. You know, this is a very real place around here.
I don't know. I don't really feel like that. I will say this though. Right?
And that's okay. Like if that's your position.
I don't want to.
But just say that.
I will say this.
Just say that.
In my lifetime, right? From where I stand as a youth growing up and watching marriage in my family, from aunts to grandmothers to mother, they all failed and went badly, right? Which did not give me a good perspective on marriage. Now, am I against the institutional marriage or the concept of marriage? No, I'm not against it. But yes, I'm very wary of it. Like, if you're going to do that, you better know who you're getting married to. Have you ever been married?
Yes. I was married for 15 years.
And what happened? You got divorced?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
but that doesn't. That is not a marker.
Those things are discouraging for me because I feel like
that.
if I want to go through all of that and do all of that, then I want to rock out with this person for life. And if I'm already rocking out with you for life without doing that, if it's not broke, why fix it? But I will say this. It's just the way you look
at it. It's just something I believe in. It's something that I've done, and even though it failed, I would do it again. Because I want to lock in with somebody who feels the same way about it. If
you have children and you have things that require, then you probably should get married because marriage is what's gonna financially.
But if we have businesses, it's the same thing. Like what I feel like.
I don't have to count the children in the business.
No, not only even right now. Like if you establish yourself to a certain degree, the only way I wouldn't have a prenup is if he had an equivalent lifestyle. If you don't have an equivalent lifestyle to what I have when we get married, you have to sign a prenup.
I feel that's fair. You
get what I'm saying? So then everything we build after that, is joint. But like what I established on my own, that's
so you don't feel like if you have a little bit more and I come in and the marriage comes to an end, you should still keep me afloat the way that I've been living. If I've been living with milk and honey, why you want to snatch it from me? Because
I feel like you should leave with what you came with.
But you set me up though, right? That's what women do. They feel like they fluff up nicely and I've been living in a certain, so I want, that same type of lifestyle. Why
you were with me and you didn't make sure that you secured yourself? Because even though we're a unit, we're still individuals. Do you think I would ever be in a position to where me and my mate separated that I couldn't maintain my lifestyle? What? I would never depend on another person to maintain my lifestyle.
No, you have a point there. But did he move in with you or did you move in with him?
That's the thing. See, me, no man can ever move in my house again. That's no. We can get a place and move in together. Because your accountability to mine is not going to be the same. It's something that we invest in together.
So you dating right now?
So you can just up and leave whenever you feel like it, and you had it before I met you. You get what I'm saying?
So you dating right now? A man want to spend a couple of nights. He could do that.
He can spend a couple of nights.
He want to spend a weekend.
He can spend a weekend.
He want to stay for the week.
He can stay for the week.
He want to spend 2 weeks and chill with you.
He can stay 2 weeks. He can't have no mail coming here.
All right, let's say he don't want the roommate that he living with or somebody in his house to get certain things. Like, I gotta have this stuff. Let me get something sent to your house because I don't want. Would you allow it? Just a piece of mail.
I don't know, because that could lead to some. If we needed to disconnect, that could cause some unnecessary issues. So probably not.
Like what kind of issues? You can't hold my mail for me. I leave it on the porch and I come and pick it up.
No, that's too much. We don't need to be that kind of intertwined unless we that kind of intertwined.
I don't understand why you have to throw away the baby with the bathwater. I don't understand.
Boundaries are a real thing, and I feel like with men, my experience with men is that men love the benefits of you without wanting to commit in any way. And so the inconsistencies of that, where does that leave you? I'm supposed to just get a teaspoon of you whenever you feel like it's convenient for you? I'm not that type of woman. Because just like you was interested, so is he and he and he. So why should I lock up my time not even knowing when you're going to be available to me? What does that mean I think of myself if I'm just available whenever you see fit? Make a decision.
Sometimes I don't even think it's about when somebody see fit. Sometimes I think it's just about the flow of the energy.
Convenience.
Tomatoes. Somebody might call it convenience. I wouldn't call it convenience.
Yes, it's like, oh, I'm free. Having time and making time are two different things. You get what I'm saying? Nobody has time. We're all busy. But if I'm important to you, you're going to naturally want to see me. You're going to naturally worry about if I made it home. It's the way you feel about me will make you be consistent. I feel like interest is a direct correlation to consistency. How consistent a man is with you, ladies, that's how interested he is. So if he wishy-washy in and out, I mean, he might vibe with you, but he's not that interested. A man that's interested is pressure. He's on your line. He's at your door. Pressure.
Let me just protect the man them out there. Every man move differently. You know what I mean? Every man act the same way. Each man have his own individual way of expressing himself.
Absolutely.
And he should be allowed to do so. And he shouldn't be judged.
He should.
He's
not.
He shouldn't be judged by the measure of your ruler on what, is
It's
what.
no ruler. It's
Yes,
adult 101. It's okay. And guess what, love? If you're not that interested, move around. Because this is not some diner with a swinging door that you can just solicit
So you want
customer service whenever you please. That's not what this is.
But that's what you're doing, right? Could you just tell me he want a chance, so what you gonna do? If my door ain't swinging your direction, you're gonna let the next man swing the door, right?
What's my...
This
what
is what
you
I'm
mean?
trying.
What I'm gonna jam myself up for, and I don't even know when I'm gonna see you, when I'm gonna talk to you. Why would I jam myself up like that? If a man is on my line and he want to take me out, why would I not go out? That's what dating is. I'm available.
Because you should be putting your energy and time into the brother that's,
the one that left me available for the dude that's on the phone. I wouldn't even be available if he was really interested. Call me back.
Listen,
Don't leave me wide open, because I'm going to walk through the door.
But this is why I tell you, because see, this is how man feel. Like you already have another one chilling on the sideline.
You're
waiting,
not
right?
interested, and let's not pretend. It's okay. If all you want with me is a vibe here and there, then when our schedules align, that's what we would do. Other than that, there is no investment.
So that gives. So if we vibing, but you still have the right to entertain others.
We vibing with what intention? If we vibing, that's all we doing is vibing.
So that gives you. I just want to be clear here. So that gives you the right to still entertain others.
If a man has not said to me, Lady Lotus, I'm feeling you and I want us to be exclusive. Until a man says that to me, honey, I am available single and dating with intention. So if somebody that I'm interested in wants to connect with me, entertain me, show me a good time, yeah, if the vibe is right, absolutely, I'm available.
I can't be mad with you with that. I can't argue with that.
That's what dating is.
I'm just trying
if
to
you want me,
view things
lock it down. Because you out here
what? You don't know,
sticking and moving.
You don't know what that man doing.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. Thank you for that. I don't know what that man doing.
So I give you the right to.
And that man don't know what I'm doing. Because he don't want to.
Fair exchange.
No robbery. Absolutely. And he don't care what I'm doing. Because if he did, he wouldn't let that truck pull out the driveway. You feel me? How you doing? How was your day? It's little stuff. Did you eat today? I'm about to send you some food. Oh, what time you get off? Oh, I got your massage lined up for tomorrow. I know you worked hard this week. I'm coming to get your truck. Wash it. Your grass been cut? Okay. I'm going to bring you the money back. Like little stuff. Y'all think somebody just want to be laid up with y'all all the time? No, that's not just...
Yeah. That's
do that.
Part of it.
And I'm going to shut up about everything. Insert yourself.
Wow.
No pun intended.
Wow. Well. There you have it, family.
No. Are you dating?
There you have it, family. I don't believe in dating. I believe dating is dead.
Wow.
I just have the one that I love. That's it. I just have the one that I love. I don't.
You got your person?
I have the one that I love.
So what does that look like? Like, are y'all dating? Are you in a relationship?
No, like dating is. I don't look at it like that.
So how do you?
I don't look at things.
So let me ask you.
I look at things as people as life partners.
So how do you pursue a woman? What does that look like for you?
So I haven't pursued a woman in a long time. I don't know.
So if you don't date, like, how do you get to know a person?
I just grow in them like mold, usually.
Mold is crazy. Mold is insane. Mold shuts down your airways.
Do you know that mold is also?
Do you know that mold can kill you?
Do you know that mold is also used to make penicillin? Look it up.
How much percent?
Look it up.
How much percent?
Look it up. That's all it took. That's all it took.
You
Look it up. That's all.
That one fact. You had that one fact.
I mean,
it could also kill you.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things that could help you could kill you. Not true.
I be trying to help you and you won't let me. It's very frustrating.
Why we? This is not about me. This is about the generalized perspective.
You know
of
what?
Dating.
You know what else social media did?
I don't like to put my personal feelings or thoughts into it because I like it to be what it is. I like to hear how people feel and how people think without polluting the water and giving my opinion on it. You know?
Oh, I think it's relative to be a real person and say how women feel because
you're speaking from a generalized.
Oh yeah,
right.
True.
I never try to make it personal, because because.
Do you think, not to cut you off, but social media also too in this podcast generation, I don't like how the platform is pinning men against women. I think it should develop a space for men and women to have taboo, honest conversation.
I think you have that.
You get what I'm saying?
You have a lot of couples channels, couples that come together.
Yeah, but it's like
I think you have.
It's like back and forth instead of trying to understand.
Because that's not real life, As men and women, we have our differences. We have our things.
We do, but we can also understand.
We disagree about,
But what if I understand better how to communicate with you?
Then I feel like what we agree on, we will agree on. But what we don't see eye to eye on, what we don't agree on, those are the things where we debate about and have topics about and have other people chime in and give their perspective on it. I don't think we all have to be monolithic or think the same type of way. I feel like it's perfectly fine for us to have our individual thought because it brings us closer together with that because it helps us to understand one another better. If we all think in the same way all the time, there's nothing to bounce off of there.
And you love that though.
I like contrast.
Oh no.
I like healthy debates.
So are you going to take somebody to the Cheesecake Factory?
I will do that.
You would?
Yeah, I would have done that. Listen, number one.
But you said you don't date.
At this point in my life, when I was a young whippersnapper.
Ladies, if he confuses you, confusion is.
When I was a young whippersnapper,
of the enemy.
I did date, and I'm a person.
What talking about now?
I'm an all plant-based vegetarian person. I don't consume any dairy or meat products. So me going to the Cheesecake Factory is a no-go. It's a no-go. But me back in the days now, young 16, 17, 18-year-old me, Cheesecake Factory like a fool. You get me? And I would have thought I was running it up. See, back in the days, you could have took a female or a woman some type of wear, and you could have felt like you were doing something.
And then the roles reversed because y'all was out of line. So then y'all let us get in position, make our own money, and take care of ourselves. So now, when I'm around you or when I'm with you, what does it benefit my life?
Okay, and that's the same reason why you have TikTok right now, full of women talking about, oh, I used to think I didn't need a man, and now I'm 40-something years old, and I'm lonely and don't have a man, and trying to school young girls to not have that mental concept. Because when I feel like women take that concept a little bit too far, they find themselves lonely and alone. Because still somewhere you still need companionship.
Yes,
man and woman were
I said that
created,
earlier.
For
when
each
I say
other.
benefit, I don't mean necessarily tangibly. I mean,
so what do you mean?
Like, how are you going to be, like, what is the benefit? Earlier, I put air in my own tire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how that felt?
Do you have a man?
Ladies, I don't feel like I don't want to put air in my own tire.
Do you have a man?
I want to pump my gas. No.
Would you let a man? How much are you willing to bend to have that?
What kind of bending do I have to do? You
don't want the man to live with you, right?
Do you think that's fair? If you are established and you just let
if I'm living here, I'm gonna cut the grass. I'm gonna pump your tire. I'm on demand, baby, because I'm here. If I'm not living here, then yeah, you have to fend for yourself. Which one do you want?
If you don't live with me, you can't make sure my car is straight.
I'm all the way where I'm living.
So?
You see, fella?
So only if you living with me can you make sure I'm okay? What about if it's levels to that? Like, we're not going to go from dating automatically to that. So even if it did grow to that, there would still be a space and time where we weren't living together. You mean to tell me you're not going to look out for me in that way?
No, I would still
but then if a random man do it and you pull up and see it, you won't have something to say.
See, it's a difference, right? So if you have a man, y'all living in home together, I'm just saying this man need a place to stay. You give him a place. It's fair robbery. No, you know what I mean? I mean fair robbery. Fair exchange, no robbery, right? So he's staying with you and he helping you do the things that you need to get done. What is the problem?
He's not invested the way that I am. It's not his. He can up and leave at any time. It's not, it's just I prefer not. At this stage of the game, I have certain experiences. You learn lessons. Okay.
And I only ask this from a devil's advocate point of view, right, and perspective, because when I talk to women all the time, I try to figure out how much are they willing to bend to get what they want, or do you just want everything, or do you expect
no, it's not everything. Certain
like
things are basic.
The loyalty, the security.
Those are basic character values.
Honesty, sometimes you might have to
bend on loyalty.
I'm not saying. Listen, you have to pick and choose your battles.
No. I'm not bending on. Are you serious?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying in life you have.
Yeah, I will bend, but I can't bend in places that could be to my detriment. I
will bend, but I'm not breaking. That's what.
Correct.
I would say, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I still have to be able to maintain. So I just feel like as a woman, I feel more secure if I see you being secure. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't want you to have to come in my life and secure me in that way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we decide that according to what we're trying to build, that's more beneficial, but it would have to be towards a goal of building something together. Like, y'all men want the benefits of women and just make it available to them when they deem it necessary, and that's just not.
No, I mean, it could be a mutual agreement.
It could.
And I feel like once two parties have a clear understanding of what's going on.
But that's the problem. Remember I said that earlier. Nobody is saying, you said a clear understanding. That's a conversation. Nobody's having that conversation. Come on now.
Because some women don't want to have that conversation.
I feel like if that's what you want to do, you need to be honest about that in the beginning. Why would you waste my time? And then men will come around you and act like they want to be your man. You doing stuff that's totally not buddy stuff.
And what is considered not buddy stuff?
Do you spend a night with your friends?
It depends on who your friends are.
That's not a friend. If you spending the night, that's more than a friend.
Sleeping in the same bed is different, but you can spend the night at a friend. People spend the night at their friend's
house. Come on,
house.
We being for real. Like, don't play with the camera.
Spend the night at their friend's house. Am I wrong? People don't spend the night at their friend's house?
I spend the night at my friend's house, but I don't spend the night at no friend's house. Like, we're big, at this big age, nobody's spending the night. If you and I seeing each other and you talking about you spend the night at your homeboy's house, come on.
So I didn't drink too much last night. And
Grow up.
I'm gonna go to Dalvin house and knock out on the couch. And
if you did that, you need to grow up. Control yourself. Know what you're drinking, and know how to bring your ass home. That's who's doing that at this big age?
The man going out and enjoying his night.
Grow up.
Drink a few drinks and get loose. You feel me? The man you can't be vexed with the man for that. Come on.
That's kid shit. I don't care what nobody says.
The man got too wasted last night because he went to one of his little friends' party and like, yo. You know, I'm on my boy couch tonight, baby. I'm gonna see you in the morning. I'm gonna drive.
And when I do that, you gonna be cool?
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's what's going on. I got tore up, and I stayed at my friend's house. Just make sure. You're a little bit devious.
I don't like the way you just be talking.
Just make sure.
I don't like your tone. It's the way you be talking. I don't like your tone.
Whatever energy you put out, you need to make sure that when Miss Karma circle around the block, that you could be okay with that.
The man got a little wasted and spending.
And so did I, love. I'ma see you in the morning. That's what you said, right? Because if we live together, if the sun beat you home, baby, when you come in the house, it better be to turn your drawers inside of a suitcase.
That's what
Because where was you at all night? Wherever you stayed at last night.
You see?
Stay tonight. I love that for you. Stay out all night is insane.
Why it have to be like that?
This is Richmond. After 2 o'clock, you can't get nothing but a waffle. Where was you at?
Everybody living on Richmond, so you can't that's a broad analogy. You can't do that.
But it worked for here, right?
Yeah, family.
But anyway, out all night is crazy. I don't care where you live at.
Fellas, sometimes you get a little wasted. This has been,
Your clothes wasted all over the front yard.
This has been a blast coming back, man, family. I'm telling you, I'm glad to have everybody here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please. Turn on the notification bell. We're going to make sure we leave all of that somewhere around here on the screen where you can ding it, ring it, and keep the reminder there. You know what I mean? Keep us locked in, man. This has been the return of the new season of Pure Vibes, the podcast show. I am your host, King Shaka the Fresh King, alongside my beautiful co-host,
Lady Lotus, Queen of Positive Vibes.
You don't know. And we're saying peace, love, and prosperity until next time. Boom!
I asked you not to do that.
I know. Peace, people.